First of all, Avengers: Age of Ultron. Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron. Not as good as Avengers 1.
No, not as good as Avengers 1. They're much more heavy on the story, much darker and grittier than the first one.
But still quite
more
light.
serious. But there's no consequences, as with most of the Marvel films. But it's a fun time. There's some cool moments. But the villain is underdeveloped. Characters that get very little side time that should get more. Characters that are developed, including Jeremy Renner, who seems to have people care for him now. So there you go.
He's a sort of underdog, isn't he?
Yeah, really good special effects, good score. It's just a fun little popcorn movie, really. Well, not little, but just a fun popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Don't prefer it to the first, because the first was actually great, but the second is just because it's becoming predictable now. The Marvel formula is predictable as hell. You'll have the villain who'll pop up for one movie, then he'll go, and then they build it to the next one. Obviously we've all seen the controversy with Joss Whedon, what's been going on with that, and how
all the big, Marvel used to be a big sort of hotbed. People are flocking to do them.
Yeah.
It kind of seems now that it's not anymore.
And they literally had to put that scene in with Thor just to set up Ragnarok, the third Thor,
which was annoying.
And obviously Whedon's done with that. I mean, I like the ambition they've got, but they've got to be different.
Yeah, like
where's the formula
in any other movie that would be a plot hole.
Yeah. I don't think people will care that there is so much comic book movies eventually if they keep changing them up. But if they stay with that same arc of guy finds his powers or overcomes problem to become what he needs to be while defeating a villain who will never turn up again before setting up for the next one and reaching his destination and the end of his character arc, then nothing will ever. It will become bland. I mean, that's why Deadpool's probably going to be like a shining light next year, because it's. I mean, even if it is just like cringy humor, at least it's going to be different.
Yeah.
They really need to start killing off characters.
Yeah, literally,
because nobody's dying.
You said something very interesting. Like the whole. It's pretty much the same formula. You get the last.
Essentially, since you've seen Ant-Man with us, you've seen every Marvel movie essentially.
Just
honestly,
imagine different faces and costumes.
The only great Marvel movies have been Avengers, Guardians, and Winter Soldier. The rest have been good.
Iron Man was alright.
Iron Man, yeah,
it sort of catalysed it, didn't it? Really?
There just never feels like there's anything at stake. To be honest.
That's the thing. I think if they did kill off, like they did kill off somebody in this one, but not really that important.
No.
I mean, they killed they killed Coulson off in the first one, and then brought him back. Cop out. Yeah.
But it's just like they sold Ultron in the trailer as a sort of dark medicine, like properly bad, like a villain. A villain they've been sorely needing, since apart from Loki. Yet he's basically Tony Stark but evil.
Yeah,
like he's just I get it's meant to be like a reflection of Stark's personality
because
Stark made him, and as such he is a reflection of his personality. But that doesn't work when you're trying to go for the tone where everything's dying and you're having like these slow motion war shots in the battle scene near the end where it's like, oh my god, so many people are gonna die, oh my god, but you just don't get it because it's.
And once again, the Avengers
at stake.
Once again, the Avengers cause lots of destruction.
People exactly. I mean,
is that cleared up?
You know that big characters aren't going to die because they'll be back for Infinity War or earlier films.
Because chances are the contract.
Because Captain America will be back for Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Thor will be back for Thor: Ragnarok. The Avengers will be back for the Avengers: Infinity War.
So we all know Downey Jr. is staying because he signed a contract, and Scarlett Johansson signed a contract.
I mean, I like the new people they've brought in. Elizabeth Olsen and Aaron Taylor-Johnson are decent additions to the cast.
I did like Elizabeth Olsen.
It's just good. There's nothing that's like challenging at all. It is just like, I mean, I get that they're trying not to be sort of going for the Nolan step, like the superhero kind of he started. They're not trying to go for that like the grounded stuff. They are trying to be a bit more fun. But like they're saying, when you get into that formula, it becomes too safe, and that's when people start to complain and get really sick of it. And that's just how is it going?
Do you think? I mean, I consider that Marvel films were sort of pretty much previously untouchable, and now it seems like it's sort of
even as far back as Iron Man 2 that was a bit crap. So was Hulk.
No, but you've had like Winter Soldier, Guardians, and then Avengers Assemble.
Essentially, they are still untouchable because they will still make money, and they're always guaranteed to be at least okay. Like even the worst Marvel film is okay.
I just wonder if people are Well, I think I can sort of see it happening now, but it's kind of starting to obviously it's not winding down in terms of making them because they're always going to be made because there's loads in the pipeline. You just look at Joss Whedon's gone. Ava DuVernay was going to be doing Black Panther, but she dropped out over creative differences, I understand. And that sort of makes sense. I don't think she would want to make a Marvel movie. I think she would want to make like her kind of movie.
Like a racially motivated like a grounded, sensitive sort of take on like a superhero who is black. You know, that's what we need. Like there needs to be more black and female superhero films, because currently we've got the three Chris's, like Hemsworth, Evans, and Pratt are the big men in the Marvel world.
Yeah, like all the Marvel films got this sort of like gloss to it, haven't they? Like it's like the Dark Knight's got like a sort of dark colour palette. Yeah. Marvel, even though it's gone for the dark and gritty, is still. I mean, they're all in.
I like having bright colours. That's what I mean. It's a comic book movie after all.
I don't mind
but
it
like,
either.
You need to have consequences and repercussions. Like they need to be like, oh, well, I mean, we live in a world with superheroes and supervillains, but nobody dies. You know?
We need the Punisher.
That's how it is. Exactly. The Punisher. Well, he's coming into the Daredevil series, so
about time.
John Bernthal, isn't it, as well? That's a good cast.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Let me guess.
That's Avengers Age of Ultron. So it's hard to say.
It's good and it's fun, but it's just showing that yes, they can mess it up a little bit. So
yes.